Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. This is another Wing Productions video, and I'm your host, Aluthian. So this footage is actually a bit forward in time since we last ended it, because I had some lost footage. So I failed to show you guys some content, but I just leveled up 1 or 2 levels, I think, and I maxed magic and defense. Yeah, so the golden frogs have gotten more. And Brink has gotten even more stupid because he just look at how he stops. Oh, it's so goddamn annoying. Did you see that? I just hit a mine or something. Oh, I do that actually several times and I don't even notice it. So it's yeah, I'm impulsive. Let's just say that, ladies and gentlemen. Some nice glowing effects on the crystals right there. Gotta see what's behind it here. Oh, that looks interesting.
Now I have you. What have you done with Ulrich?
I am here, Brink. I sent for Syl, but I don't recall inviting you or your friend. You may still prove useful, however. Still.
Oh my god, super ultra awesome magic power of doom. Oh my god. Oh crap, looks like dude got some disease. Right, so this fight is basically a kiting fight. You have to kite him around to avoid damage and hide behind stuff. Because those crystals, it can make them explode and that hurts really bad. So you have to kind of stay away from them, like right there. And not get in their way. So this is all about planning and kiting and like using potions. I was fairly lucky here because I had a lot of potions. So you have to keep on using the potions and keep on kiting and just yeah, keeping as far away from him as possible, because he just keeps on chasing you. Or if he doesn't chase you, he does a really powerful magic. Right there, that's really powerful, and it hits you really hard, and that one right there too. But I never understood the crystals. I don't know if they break automatically after a few seconds, or if he just, yeah, you know, triggers them himself. So if you guys know, please let me know in the comment section. So yeah, it's a pretty straightforward fight. Didn't have any particular difficulties on this one, actually. But I think it's really good the way they did this, because you just, yeah, before you didn't have too hard enemies, and then you just step into your room and there's a boss battle, and you get forced to really connect your brain and just use it in the heat of the moment, and yeah, it gets you warm in your clothes, so to speak. So yeah, as I said, didn't have too much trouble with this boss fight right here. It's actually quite boring, actually, this boss fight, because at the beginning was quite hectic trying to figure out the mechanics. I mean, that's always the thing with boss fights. You try to figure out the mechanics and then maybe you die a few times. But I didn't die here. One time was actually quite disappointing. I think you should die the first time you go into a boss battle, because you have no idea of the mechanics, and if you have no idea of the mechanics, you certainly will fail at them. And I think that if you fail at a mechanic, then you should die, because that is the purpose of mechanics being there, and that is the purpose of them dealing damage to you. Because yeah, you know, if you don't die from them after, I mean, of course you shouldn't get one-shotted, but you should die eventually. I mean, I missed quite a few attacks here, and I took quite a lot of damage. Of course I had potions and stuff like that, so I can't really complain, but again, potions, I don't know, maybe they should make like a minimum or a maximum use of potions during boss fights. Like maybe you can only use 3 potions during a boss fight. Yeah, I don't know, just to make it hard, because that I just could survive using potions. So we dropped some nice stuff.
No.
And here's that
What
guy
has happened?
or woman.
My friend.
Alas, my friend, I'm so old English.
His sentence was a trap. Why? The corruption fire must have overwhelmed his mind. I can't believe it's so powerful. Yes, yes. See, it's touched you as well. Light is spreading through you, and if we don't find a way to stop it, you will meet the same fate as Brink. I'm sorry I brought you into this. I'll do my best to cure you. Meet me in Torchlight, and I'll tell you my plan.
Oh damn it! I just got cured from AIDS. Oh no, guys, just kidding. But so great. You sent us on a completely useless mission, and you gave us some kind of disease. Just gonna check out what I got right here. Don't remember it being anything important like that. I don't think so. Maybe that's interesting. It's a gun, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Let's continue. So yeah, that's all I had to say about that boss fight. I mean, they should make... I think potions really makes the boss fights a bit too easy. Because, yeah, there's no... Yeah, you just survive. There's no way of dying really with potions and mana potions. You become practically invincible if you have like 13 health and mana potions. Yeah. Oh, looks like it poured us back into the city. And as I mentioned, I love the city. I think it looks really alive and stuff like that.
Brink is dead, my master is lost, and I feel responsible for your corruption as well.
Whatever.
Lighted ember is fusing it in flesh, changing it. But at least the progress is slow. I have some knowledge of the crypts below the mine. The overseer experimented with methods of purifying amber. We may be able to use his knowledge to purge the corruption from you now. Find the overseer's library. His notes should be there.
Overseer. That sounds kind of bad. This is basically your bank. It's like a chest that stands in the middle of town, and you can use it as a bank in WoW. Just put your stuff there that you don't need, maybe stuff that you don't want to disenchant and stuff like that. Yeah. So in the first video, I talked about this game being similar to Oblivion, or sorry, not Oblivion, to Diablo. But I really think that it's unique, and one of the things that make it unique is the art style. And I want to talk about this because graphics in at least my generation is very, very. The games are basically live or die on the graphics, because if you have bad graphics, then kids are not gonna want to buy it. And I'm sorry, but a lot of kids these days wouldn't want to buy this game because, of course, some of them might not understand it because they don't like RPGs. But it's just the style. It doesn't look, if you're gonna be honest, realistic. It has its own art style. It's a lovely art style, and I absolutely love it. But it's like, wow, it's not realistic. It's not Call of Duty Black Ops. But the thing that is bad with Call of Duty Black Ops is that it's gonna get outdated. It's not gonna be amazing graphics forever. That's the thing. And that's gonna be with the Torchlight game, Torchlight franchise, and with the game Darksiders. By the way, awesome game. Go out and buy it right now. Pause the video, go out and buy Darksiders, play it all the way through, and then come back and you know what I'm talking about. But and WoW like that, and Darksiders in this game, and the Diablo and things like that, is that they don't try to match or live up to the real world, because you can't really do that. You're never gonna succeed in that. It's too hard. You're not gonna manage doing that. You're just gonna end up with stuff looking outdated. I mean, Lojo, Lord of the Rings Online, it looked quite amazing when it came out, but now it's, I don't know. I don't. For first thing, I think those games don't look very realistic at all, to be honest, even though they try. And then they get outdated after like 2 years, and that's not gonna happen with a game like this. I'm sorry, guys, but such art style at this is, yeah, it's gonna keep on living forever, I think. And that's also the game mechanics is really more important, because I think I'm gonna do a review of this, but I bought the Sly collection in HD, the trilogy, and I played it all the way through and I loved it. And the graphics isn't very good, even though they amped it up to be HD. It's still, I mean, Sly Cooper, it's not realistic graphics, but it's awesome game. It's awesome games. I mean, I love them. and it's because there's awesome game mechanics, there's awesome boss fights, and there's awesome, yeah, just content and stuff like that. And that's another thing with Darksiders. People are like, oh, it's a mixture between God of War series and Zelda, so I don't want to buy it because it's a rip-off. Come think of something own. And that, I mean, which part of a mixture between Zelda and the God of War franchise sounds bad? I mean, have you lost your mind? It's an amazing freaking game. I love that game. I play that game for hours. I mean, I make love to that game. I love that game. But I mean, it's... people can and will complain when stuff isn't completely original. And it's not about being the one who did it first. It's about bringing something own and unique to that idea, and then who does it the best. Yeah, so that's what I think. I think it's about who does it the best and who brings something new to this type of game. Yeah. So it looks like we entered some kind of underworld here, some kind of undead necropolis. It's called the Overseer's Library. Yeah. So we're basically gonna go down here. Then maybe you guys missed the story, but we're gonna go down here to find some sort of cure for the disease that I got in me. Oh, looks like a respect, a new ability, some kind of frost ability, I guess. And the thing that gets more with this level is that it gets more challenging, because as you'll see right here, I max as much as I can on magic, and then the magic winds up doing more damage than the stick, and that's really good. And because you're a clothy, you can't take that much damage, and as I mentioned before, you can use potions, of course, but you still can't take that much damage when you're fighting. So using range attacks is really good, I think. I quite like it. And you get these hordes, as you'll notice later, of undead that just come towards you, and you can't go in and melee them. You have to kite them, you have to run, you have to use your brain, and that's good. That's really good. A thing that happened in WoW Cataclysm when the game came out, and it was suddenly you have to work to not wipe in a dungeon, and people wipe in dungeons, and it's hard. And oh, I cry because I don't like when stuff is hard because I die. And that just sucks when the community is like that, because what's the point of a game you can't lose? I mean, come on guys, just grow up, goddammit. Yeah, so this little bridge fight here was actually wound up being quite hard, because that ghost thingy right there was really powerful, and it hit me kind of hard, and I had to run away and then hit it, and then it teleported, as you see right there. So it was even more harder, but I finally got it down. I took a few tries on this one actually, because I didn't quite figure out how to do it. And yeah, I mean, the first two videos was in this other dungeon, which was like mining and stuff like that. But this is something completely different. And that's another thing about the game. I love the art style of this, as I've said. And look at the patch there. Oh, that's so great. Don't know if you missed it, but that was really awesome. And it's, yeah, it completely like changed concept now, and it's all of a sudden you're in an undead necropolis with skeletons, and you just accept it. You just buy it, because they are making it so that you feel inside the experience and you feel like you're part of the game, and then you just don't... I didn't even think about it. I think about it now when I watched it, but when I play it, I didn't think about it switching so drastically from this mine thing with golden frogs and stuff like that to this undead necropolis. Really think it's really good. Really good. Yeah, so you'll notice here that there's more and more undead coming all the time against me, and that makes me want to use my magic abilities more, and that drains mana potions more, because that drains mana. So yeah, that's good, I think, because you have to like don't use all your mana right away, because you only have so many mana potions. So you have to go away and melee then sometimes, and that can actually be quite challenging, because when you're a clothist like I am. Yeah, so let's go on right here. Yeah, so this has been my 15-minute video that I promised you guys. I'm gonna of course keep posting more Torchlight videos, and soon some WoW content, some FPS content, stuff like that. So yeah, rate, comment and subscribe. See you guys on the other side.